Welcome back into episode 69. So in last week's video you saw me get the alternator, the power steering pump and the air pump, or fake air pump, back on the car torqued up. They're on. This week what I want to try and do is get the belts on. Work out how to install those belts, what order to do them in, what belts to get, resolve the alternator pulley, which has been a bugbear for a while, and generally just keep assembling stuff on the front of the car. I think across the summer holidays with the kids running around and various sort of trips and things planned, it'd be all too easy for me to shut shop, wait till, September. I don't want to do that. I like just ticking away at things and sort of winning by salami tactics. Just keep slicing off little bits of work, and before we know it, we'll have the whole thing working. So, and importantly, I've got my remote control car almost working. I've rebuilt, basically it had a crash on the front when I got it. A lot of the components are broken, so I've basically rebuilt it out of bits of metal I've got around. No welding though, unfortunately. I might try and work out where I can weld it. So that's still yet to start. I'm charging the battery. But back on the Porsche, I'm hoping this week we can just get some more done, inching forwards. I'm away the following week, so there'll be another break. But then we're back into September with the kids at school, and it's free reign on the Porsche. Anyway, as ever, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, click the like button, leave me comments. I've got lots and lots of pipes to attach on the top of the car. It's very difficult finding out where they go. I'm sort of studying my previous videos back on episode 4 and 5, where I was dismantling the top of the engine, trying to work out, and pausing it and looking, see where things go. So if you know where something goes, leave me a comment, tell me where it is. But anyway, let's just dive in there and see how we get on this week. Exciting day today. Some of the goodies arrived. So new pipes to the radiator. So I'm just going to put those on loosely ahead of us actually fitting the radiator. But they look pretty decent. I've sort of lined them up so you can see the old and the new. But they're looking good. Right, so the first pipe goes on here. Let's keep the wiring loom out of the way. I've done it up too tight already. So that's that one. And then this one, I think, I know where it goes obviously. I don't know which way round it goes because one's slightly longer than the other. I think what I'll do is put the longer towards the engine, so it pushes us away from the engine. Right, something like that. Okay, those guys are ready now for the radiator to come in. We'll just sit there. Yeah, it looks like we're all lining up good. Right then, I've toyed around with this for quite a long time, and in the end I decided just to clean it all up and then lacquer it clear. I think it looks pretty cool, sort of bright aluminium, so that's what we're going to go for. That's pretty good, I think. Quite nice and clean. Right, as previously mentioned, that pulley's not good. I bit the bullet and bought the proper one. So, here is that replacement pulley. Looks good to me. So what we'll do then, we'll quickly whip the old pulley, or the new old pulley off, put the correct pulley on, and also I treated myself to a air pump belt. So we'll get that on. I think that allows us now to complete all the belts at the front of the engine, get the fan on as well, which is looking pretty good, and it's another step towards the radiator going in. Of course, what looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward to get out, it's always going to be harder because of how I do things. It's almost identical apart from this big boss it's got on there. It's really annoying. Anyway, that's off, and this one goes back on now. Right, I'm going to use the bungee cords again to make sure I'm putting the right belt on the right wheel, or pulley, at the right time. So, first one we need to do is the alternator. So let's do that. I need to slacken it off, pull it in, belt on, tighten it back up again. Right, I need to look up how to tighten that up to the correct torque or correct tightness, but we're getting tighter, so that's good. Right, I'm just looking at the power steering pump. I know the air pump goes next, but I'm waiting for the pulley to dry. I've just painted it that goes on the fan assembly. So I've put the air pump belt in the right place, so I'm not going to be threading belts through each other and weird things like that. But I'm just looking at the power steering belt now. Now this doesn't have any adjustment. So I'm kind of wondering how I'm supposed to do it. And luckily, it looks like it's so close to fitting anyway. I think I can probably do it just by turning the pulley around, and it will just sort of latch itself on, I think. So I'm just going to try that. If I've got the correct socket set here, which is probably this one. Let's pop that down out the way again. Okay, you can't enjoy this, I'm afraid, but I don't know. I can move you in so you can have a look. Right, you should have a pretty good view from there. So I'm hoping I can hold the belt on with one hand and with the other turn it with the socket set and get it just to latch over. It's almost there. Oh, I'm going to do it. It's really close. Really close. I could use. I've got a crowbar we could potentially just help to lever it over with. That might do the job. It's hard to know if it's going to help or hinder. I'm not convinced. I have a feeling when it goes this last little bit, it will actually make the belt longer because it's sliding within the groove. And it should get easier, I think. That's my theory. There, we're in. Whew. Two down, one to go. Right, last one is the air pump. So I'm just looking at how this adjusts. Right, I think we're okay to pop the fan on now. The paint's still drying a little bit, but I just want to get it on and out the way. I don't like it hanging around. You missed all the excitement. I forgot the camera wasn't recording. The belt went on really easily once I had slackened it right off. So it's really loose at the moment, so I'll just tighten it up a little. So another nice job I can do is torque up these spark plugs, which would have been much easier to do had I done it before I put the spider on, but we are where we are. So they go to 25 Newton meters, which is about 18 foot-pounds. Perfect. Okay, so they're all torqued up now. That's good. I also need to torque up the runners, make sure they're all tight, but I think that's good. So I'm looking again at this contraption, I can't remember what it's called, and the pipe work. And I've replaced a lot of the pipe work. I have a problem with this one because there's a big split in it. I need to see if I can source a new one, but what I wanted to do first was just loosely put this in and understand where all the pipes go and how much bend and flex there is, because they're very contrived shapes, and I'm wondering whether they need to be, and if I can use sort of straight pipes, or whether I do need to actually get these sort of very pre-bended shapes. So yeah, I'm definitely doing this in the wrong order, because that is really, really hard to get onto. I have this pipe and this pipe. This one's got a split in it here. So in an ideal world, I'd like to trim that. Now what I can probably do is trim it and trim this side, and it'll still fit. It just means this sort of U-bend won't be as long, but I don't see why that would be a problem. I don't have a great deal of choice because that really is split. I don't know if you can probably hopefully see that in the light, but that really is split. And I don't think it'll make any difference. That go on there. Yeah, let's do that now. And logically, forgetting this piece because it's so thin, if I've cut that much off, I need to cut the same off this side. So let's do exactly that. Right, so this side I'm expecting I can get that on clearly. That'll just push on. I'm not worried about that yet. And if need be, I can remove the fitting off the car and we'll, do it on the bench or whatever. That'll be fine. This is the problem one. There's some big sort of lumps there. Also, there was no Jubilee clip on this, which is surprising. I'm tempted to put one on just to be sure. I think it's probably better. These got FI fittings, which seem a little bit overkill. I think we'll pop a Jubilee clip on this one. There's a Jubilee on the other side, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, let's do that now as well. So Jubilee clip, what I bought a while back, and this is actually for trying to put a swage on one of the fuel pipes, I think, is this tool. It's actually really handy. You pop it in and then just squeeze it and it opens up. It's hard to explain, you sort of see it, but what it's doing is stretching out the pipe. I'm not trying to do it, I don't know which way around is better. I'm not trying to overdo it, but it's a way of just sort of flaring this pipe out. Alright, let's give it a little bit of a push on. Let's see if we're going to get there. Well, it will definitely go on. I don't have to work it too hard. Just making sure it doesn't split. That's my biggest worry now. We can probably pop that on there as well while we're in the zone. See how far on we are. A bit more. So that's looking pretty good. So it's just this side. And just tease that on and be like that. Right, I'm not going to get much more done this week. At least got the belts on, the big fan on the top, and we've made a little bit of progress with the pipes. What I'm going to do now though is I'm going to show you various pipes. I'll call out a number, show you where I think it goes on the car, and if you can leave me a comment and tell me yes or no and what it connects up to, it'd help me amazingly. It's so difficult trying to find out what attaches to which bit, it's just a nightmare. But that would go a long way. At least if it points me in the right direction, it'd be great help. Right, let's start with pipe, what I'm going to call pipe number 1. Now I think pipe number 1 goes in here, onto the pipe that comes up from the sump and connects up under here. So I can't put it in there because the pipe's made like that. Is that correct, please? That's pipe number 1. Pipe number 2, so I've assembled this. This is the, I looked it up actually, just to be correct, auxiliary air regulator. It clearly screws on here. I should have undone it. What I need to know is, I've obviously got the pipe that goes on here, that's fine. Where the other end of the regulator goes, I think it goes down, I'll try and show you in a second, down onto the throttle body. So that'd be number 2, if you can tell me whether it goes onto the throttle body. Number 3 is this pipe here, if I take it off. It's this one with it's got a metal pipe within the rubber pipe. You see it there. I think it goes on there, like that, and across to the back of the engine. But I don't know what it connects to, up that other end. That's a mystery. That's pipe 3. Pipe number 4, I've just sort of laid in. It's this thing. I hope you can see it from there. In my dismantle video, I think it's pipe video number 5, I can see this is over this side, so I've laid it over this side of the engine. What I don't know is where this or this connects up to. So if you can tell me where this is pipe 4, let's call it connection, or if I undo it, A at this end, B the one in the middle, and C here. You can tell me where A, B and C connect up to, that'd help a lot. Then, let's get any other pipes. That might be it. I know I've got this one here, this is pipe 5, I know that goes on there, we've trimmed that down, that's fine. I mean, that would be an amazing start. If I know where those go, that would take me a long way there, so please leave me comments. So as ever, thank you for watching. Leave comments, subscribe, click that like button, please, and I'll see you next week.